Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Tuesday. And so today we're going to be continuing with our catalog cased series. And so today I picked a card from the annual catalog and it's on page 74. So if you look at this page, you're thinking, yeah, Trevis, there's about 50 cards on that page. Yeah, they're all kind of jumbled together. This is where they start talking about stamp sets that they call it encore, stamp sets that are been carried over from other catalogs to this catalog. So there's one in that stack that I think is so cute. And it is called Playing in the Rain. And so this card is so cute. And I hope you can see it. You can't see the whole card. Okay, it's this one right here. It's kind of covered up with other things, but I think I can figure it out. And I have the designer series paper. I have the stamp set. I don't have this die, whatever this die is. I don't think I have that die, but I have another die that I'm going to use in its place, which, you know, we all need to do that from time to time. Is there's something we have that's very close to that. So let's get started making this card. And I'm going to use a lot of different product. When I look at this, my table here, I'm like, ooh, a lot of product. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the designer series paper I'm using. It's called Full of Life. It's a 6x6 pack, and it is delightful. It's very, very cute paper. But I need to cut it down because it looks like they're just using like a portion from the center, which is kind of a bummer actually. You got to cut the center out. But I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to cut it to 3 3/4. So let me see if I can get the paper trimmer going here. So I want to do this. I want the center. So if it's 3 3/4, the center is going to be at about, I'm going to eyeball it about right there. It'll be good enough. So let me move this up. Okay. Go for it, Trevis. I'm not one to just goof around forever. Okay, pretty good. Okay, and then I want to take off, this is 6 inches, so I need to take off a 1/2 inch from each side. So I'm gonna make this 5 1/2. I'm gonna lose little scraps, but that's okay. We'll use them another time by 5. And that's how I would cut this down. So now it becomes 5 by 3 3/4. Ta-da. Okay, now I have a piece of balmy blue cardstock. Can't really tell if it's balmy blue or if it's Coastal Cabana, but I think balmy blue goes best. So that's what I'm going with. I tried Coastal Cabana. Didn't really seem like it seemed too dark. So I'm going to go with this. Okay, so this would be next. And that's the way it looks in the picture. And then before I glue that down, I'm going to add, as I said, the grass. And there's no dies in the Playing in the Rain dies that would work. Okay, so I looked through here and there's only these little pieces of grass. So I went to my other dies and I went to Garden Meadow dies and I picked out this one. Okay, it's a little wavier than it looks like in the picture, but I think I can make it work. So I cut this out of what color cardstock did I use? I used shaded spruce. And so I have this, right? And so I'm going to cut this down and I'm going to make this work. We shall see how it looks. Might be too high, but we're going to make it work. Okay, so I need to cut this down to 5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down to 5 inches. So I'm going to start out over here. I'm going to cut that off first. And then I'm going to cut this down to 5 inches. Doesn't like the paper trimmer all that much, but there it is. Okay. Perfect. Now, I am going to glue that onto my card. And it looks like there's a little gap at the bottom. They're leaving a little bit of that to show. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on here. Here's my liquid glue. I'm not going to go too crazy. Okay. I'm going to leave the grass kind of without any glue on it because, you know, grass kind of sticks up and that'll give it a little dimension. I think that'll actually work good. So at the end of this video, I'm going to give you the products that you need to make the Friday card. So, you know, we're doing that Friday stamp along. So I'm going to give you the products at the end that you can use to pre-cut and so you can join me on Friday. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and look at the back of that. That's beautiful. Okay, I think I need to trim this down just a little bit right here. Yep. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to my card. Oh, I can pick it up. Okay, I'm going to center this on my card. So if you do 5 by 3 and 3/4, it'll center nicely on your card base. Looking good. Okay, now I get to do the cute part. And the cute part is this. I'm going to do the stamping, and I'm going to do this cute bunny and the turtle. Okay, and then I'm going to do Oh Happy Day. And I think that's all I need to do. So I'm going to stamp these. Oh, and the clouds. There you go. So I need to stamp all of that on here. And that's a lot, so I think I have enough cardstock. So we shall see how this goes. We are going to stamp the clouds first. Stamp those up here. Okay. And then I'm going to stamp the bunny. And I'm doing this in basic gray. I don't have enough room for my turtle. Good. And then my turtle. And then I'm going to color these in. And then I'm going to cut them out with my mini cut and emboss. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and clean these stamps real quick before I proceed. Get rid of these and put these back in the... I love red rubber stamps. You know I do. Not saying I don't like photopolymer, but red rubber, they last forever and they're just more durable. Okay, and then Oh Happy Day. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Oh Happy Day. I think I'm going to stamp that in. I'm going to punch that out later, so I need to have that big enough. And that's not big enough. Okay, I need a bigger piece of cardstock. Let's see here. Do I have some in here? I think I do. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to stamp Oh Happy Day in basic gray also. Okay, looking good. Got all my stamping done. It's going to be a cute card. Like I said, oh, where's my scrub? Like I said, you can't really see the whole card in that photograph, but I think this is pretty darn close. Okay, so we're done with Playing in the Rain stamp set, unless I mess something up. I think I'm done with my scrub. Okay, so now comes coloring. So I have my blends. And it looks like they have the bunny colored in crumb cake. So I'm going to color the bunny's head, ears, and feet and hand in crumb cake. Okay, so it looks like, wait a second, bring it over me where I can see it better. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay, so they kind of outlined the bunny's ears. And around his little head, his face. That's his nose, so I don't want to color that. I'm not going to color his, I could put a little bit right here on his hands, just for a little shading. And then a little bit right here on his little feet. And then like right here below his coat. Okay, that's good. I'm going to come back with my light blend. I'm going to blend a little bit. Ooh, I don't want to do too much because I want, oh yeah, that's good. I was going to say, did they make that pink? No, they didn't. Okay. So his little face. You can zoom if you need to see this closer up. Okay, closer up. If you need to see it close up. And then, looks like when they cut it out, they cut out the puddle of water. All right, now I'm going to color, I'm going to use light, pretty and pink. Little nose there. And then I'm going to do dark petal pink. I'm going to do a little dark petal pink right here on the edge. And it's on his collar. Okay. Then I'm going to come back, let some of that alcohol dissipate, and do light petal pink and kind of blend that over. Okay, that's good. I think that's done. Now I get to work on the turtle. So on the turtle, it's all done in Granny Apple Green. So I'm going to start out with the dark. I'm going to do the dark. Ooh, that's not a very good tip. I'll use this side. When your tips start to go, just use the other tip. If you still have ink in there and you want to use it up, which, heck yeah. I don't want to get rid of them just because maybe the tips are a little frayed. And these tips are much more durable. They're almost like a Sharpie tip. Okay. Let's do a little bit right here. And you can kind of see these little marks. That kind of gives you areas where you can, you know, shade. Of course, his legs are green. Okay, and his arm there. Okay, looking good. Now I'm going to do the flower. I'm going to go ahead and do the flower in the new Petunia Pop. So I'm just going to do the flower and Petunia Pop. I really prefer this tip, but sometimes they get a little frayed, so you have to skip that. A little yellow right there. And I'm going to come back with the light Granny Apple Green. And I'm just going to blend all this green. A lot of green. But that's a perfect color for a turtle, don't you think? Oh, he's so cute. Okay, done coloring with that. Now, I am going to do a little on these clouds. You know what? I think they did stamp the, see, I told you I might have to restamp something. They stamped the cloud in Balmy Blue. They did not stamp the cloud in gray. So let's stamp the cloud in Balmy Blue. That's what's cool about this paper. Now, your blends will bleed through, but your other inks will not. Okay, liking that. Now, oh, while I have this open, I'm going to do a little coloring. Just a little bit of blue on those clouds. Just to bring a little bit of color. Okay, good. Done. Done. Clean my stamp again for the second time. Okay. Put my clouds away. Now now I need to get out my dies. And the dies are Playing in the Rain dies, so I have several here. This one cuts out the clouds. Okay, so I'm going to do that first. Let me do that first. Cut that one out first, and then I have these two. And we have the bunny, and we have the turtle. Now, if I was really good, I could cut all this out at once. Do I dare do that? I'm not sure I want to do that. I think I'm not that daring, honestly. So now I'm using the dies on my mini cut and emboss, which by the way is on sale this month either the 30th, 10% off. So you can get $6.60 off of your cut and embosses. Either. And buy them both if you don't have them, and get the discount on both, or just buy one. Ooh, I hope I centered that. Okay. Oh, pretty good, Trevis. There's one. I do use some little tape, which really helps. This is like, I forget what this tape's called. It's like some kind of painter's tape that will kind of hold these in place for you. And it's reusable. So, all right, now we're going to cut out the little turtle. Still have to be a little careful when you take them out because you never know, it might stick. Okay, that cut off the bottom of that rain. I didn't want that on there anyway, so the puddle, I didn't want the puddle on there. So okay, and here's the last one, clouds. So this is going to cut all three clouds out separately, which is what we want because we want to place them around different places. Okay, so we have the three clouds right there. Keep that tape. Keep using it till it's not sticky anymore. Okay, do I have all my dies? Yes, I do. Okay, then I have Oh Happy Day, and I'm going to use this punch. This is Modern Oval Punch. And I'm going to punch this out over like this. You're going to say, what in the world? I think I'm going to do it this way. I think I'm going to do it this way. This will make more sense. Okay, because I have that done. Okay, yay. We're ready to assemble our cute card. All right. All these are out of the way. I got some product here. Okay, so it looks to me like they have down the bunny first. And they have it kind of like little leg, like in the grass, kind of like that. Maybe a little lower, about like that. Okay, so we're not gonna dimension her up. I'm gonna dimension the turtle up, I think. That is so cute. Okay, so there's that. And then the turtle, I am going to put some dimensionals on the turtle. Okay. There we go. Kind of overlapping. So the turtle is kind of like, kind of got the flower kind of in her face, which is a little strange, but okay. So I got the turtle over there. And then we're going to put some dimensionals on these clouds. Yeah, there's clouds on the back because remember I had a stamp on the back. It's okay. Using up. Okay. So it looks like we have the small cloud up here. No, I think I have that backwards. Take that back. I have this cloud up here. Not that it really matters, but I'm just trying to keep it the way they have it. If I was doing it myself, I wouldn't care. This one's up here, and this one's kind of overlapping into this one. Okay, now I need a sentiment, and I think I'm just going to trim this down. That. Can't see the sentiment. The way this is, the card is hidden, so I'm just guessing on this part. I'm adding the sentiment right here. Ta-da! Finished. Ooh, that is so cute. It's always cuter in person. Okay, so if you turn to page 74, take a look at that card that's hidden behind a couple other cards and see if mine looks pretty close. I think it does. Okay, so that's my inspiration today from the big catalog. Now, let's talk real quickly about Friday. So Friday, we are going to do our stamp along. And what do we need for the stamp along? Well, you are going to need a piece of cardstock. And I picked gray granite. Pick any color you want, again, just like last week. This is 5.5 by 8.5, okay? And you're gonna score it. You're gonna score it at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4, okay? So those are your two score lines, 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. Okay, then you're going to have your card base. Then you are going to need 2 pieces of designer series paper. And I picked paper from the Unbounded Beauty. And I picked these two. I love this color. Love, love, love it. This is Summer Splash. And the measurement of this is 5 1/4 by 2 1/2. You can make it a little longer if you want, but I just made mine 2 1/2 by 5 1/4. And then this piece is 4 1/2 by 7. And I scored it in the middle. So 4 1/2 by 7, scored at 3 1/2. Okay, so that's going to be, and that's going to be the inside, some pieces to my card. Okay, then you need to pick stamp pad. Well, I'm picking Summer Splash. You pick whatever you like, but something that coordinates with everything else. I'm going to be using my black Memento and a stamp set. So I'm picking Trucking Along. I haven't used this stamp set in forever. So I'm picking Trucking Along. I'm going to use this stamp set. I also have a piece of cardstock that I'm going to do some stamping on. Okay, so I have a piece of cardstock. I have some embellishments. Probably going to use this. I don't know for sure. Some neutral sequins. I don't want them too frilly, so I'm just going to use these neutral colors. Okay, so I will post this, what you need again, but if you want to stamp along with me on Friday, you need these 3 pieces of cardstock. 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. What did I say? 4 1/2 by 7, and 2 1/2 by 5 1/4. Okay, so, and if you don't want these to be designer series paper, it's prettier if you use designer series paper, but if you opt out on that, you can just use regular cardstock. Okay, so I will see you on Friday, and we will make our stamp along card. Probably need, I don't know, probably just some liquid glue to assemble. Okay, so thanks for watching today. Thanks for watching as we made this card and we prep for Friday. So my name's Trevis Bossler, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri. Thanks for watching today. Bye.